It's so incredibly weird. I don't really understand it, to be honest, but there you have it. But enough about that. We're actually now at Vertbad, and we're actually going to be making our way back over to Nuln, because that's the thing. Obviously, I do want to eventually get the quest that, you know, requires 50 engineering. I'm very much hoping that I'll be able to do that. However, here's the fun thing about this. Look at this. We got this guy. He has 260 in bows, if you can believe that. So this guy is an absolute menace from range, which is exactly what we need to lead our ranged troops into battle. So there is Nuln over here. We're going to go over there right away. I've been doing a lot of leveling up, as you can see. We're very close to clan tier 3. I have leveled up twice in the meantime as well, which is very nice indeed. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're probably going to do something like probably two-faced or something. I don't know. I mean, deep pockets is really good too, but for me personally, neither of these are really going to be that useful, so you know, it doesn't really matter either way. But yeah, anyway, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go for one more point in engineering so that that's maxed out, and then we're probably going to put a point in leadership, maybe a point somewhere else. I know someone actually mentioned that I should go for throwing skill because of the vigor. Yeah, that would maybe make sense as well, but I'm thinking I'll go for roguery right now, and then we'll just go for discipline, because obviously we do want our gunpowder to increase. And of course, what I'm going to need to do now is, yes indeed, you guessed it, get another point in the knightly career path, which is going to increase our armor penetration with melee attacks by 15%, and we can also get 10 extra ammo. Now, that's obviously not sure how effective that is really going to be, because if you think about how often we actually run out of ammunition, which is basically 0 at the moment. I have never, ever run out of ammunition in the mod yet. But that is obviously just because we've not really been, I guess, fighting that lengthier battle, I guess. I mean, you're going to need to, well, you're going to need to be in a battle for a very, very long time to actually make that a real thing. So maybe that is indeed the only thing you can really take away from that. Maybe you just need to go into a much longer battle, or maybe you need to have some kind of different weapon for that to actually be the case. Because from my perspective, I feel like this perk is not very useful, but obviously, as I say, some of these perks really do come into their own a little bit later on in a playthrough. That has happened in previous playthroughs as well, and yeah, I think it's probably going to happen here too. Anyway, if we go in here, just going to sell my stuff real fast, and we're wanting to obviously get rid of all of this stuff too, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that we want to make sure that we get rid of. Massive amounts of grain as well. We need to sell that too, and that actually reminds me, I do need to get some more mules and so on and so forth. Do we have a herd problem now? No, we don't. See, what's going on with the game difficulty? It's so weird. Oh well, never mind. Bug, as I say. It's just literally a bug. It's 0.22 anyway, so it's not really going to make any difference in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, okay, so there's the Master Engineer. Unfortunately, I will not be able to speak to him at the moment. However, I'm very much hoping that I purchased all of the engineering books. I think I might have. Is this engineering? Yes, it is. All right, let's start reading it. Let's start reading it and see if I can get to. Whoa. Okay, that was real fast. Look at that. I'm actually at 34, 36, 38. Yeah, we'll easily get to 50 with just reading one book, and that's the reason why I kind of really wanted to get a lot more focus points in it, because, well, I think the learning rate does make a difference. I think it does. I could obviously be wrong about that, but I think it does. Anyway, Wonder of the Age is what I just read. This is roguery. That's engineering. Okay, have I not already read this? Oh no, we're just, wait. We were in the marketplace right there. Okay, yeah, that's making sense. Okay, so let's not inspect it. Thank you very much. Preview? No, I don't want to preview it. I want to do this. Thank you. There we are. Okay, so we're just going to, once again, just do a little bit of learning here. This is obviously not going to give us as much But maybe it will get us to 75 or something like that. I don't actually know. But what I would like to do is I would love to be able to join these guys as a mercenary or something like that. And then maybe progress into joining as a vassal and then seeing what we can do. But from my perspective at the moment, I think that's going to be almost impossible. And you'll see exactly why relatively soon. So anyway, build speed for ranged siege engines, of course. And then we're probably going to go for the dodge chance. So Dungeon Architect is, of course, going to be what I'll take here. And apart from that, I would like to check and see whether they have any ranged weapons for us as well. No, they don't. They don't have any ranged weapons at all. So let's do the quest. Greetings, Master Engineer. I am Woodchuck. I have come seeking access to the Forges of Nuln. Can you help? Or I've come seeking access to black powder weapons. Yeah, this one. You don't look like you would even know what to do with them. What? Are you serious? I have 93, I'll have you know, in gunpowder skill. We may, however, be able to come to an agreement. There is an eternal matter that it needs urgent attention, and I am unable to act. If you help as a personal favor, I will see what I can do for you. What say you? What would you have me do? Usually we don't resort to outside assistance, but we are short-handed. We have had some important components stolen from the Forges of Nuln, and they must be returned immediately. If you can track down these runaways and find these parts, then we can talk further. Okay. I expect positive results. Oh, you are about to be very disappointed, Mr. Master Engineer, because I only provide negative results. Indeed, indeed. Okay, so wait a minute. I know for a fact that there is... Ah, there we go. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate this from the modding team. I think they've done a fantastic job here. I'm not sure whether this happened in previous versions, but I remember very vividly taking this task and being unable to basically find who I needed to attack because there was no marker or anything like that. And you know me, back in Warband, if you've been with me for a long time and you've watched my Warband series, the quests in Warband are really annoying when it comes to finding a particular band of thieves or bandits or whatever, and they just make it very, very difficult in that game. But yeah, anyway, here we go. Goswin was right. They sent someone after us. Grab your weapons quickly. Whoa, hold there. I have merely come for the stolen parts. There is no need to shed blood. Perhaps an arrangement can be made. You will not trick us. Oh, okay. So no matter what we do, we are forced into a battle. I'm sure they're not going to be very pleased with fighting me here because, well, we have significant firepower. That's all I can say. Anyway, this guy has relatively decent ranged skills. He doesn't seem to have many, though, as you can see. I have... Well, actually, our engineer has more. Why does he have more? I have no idea. Oh, well. Whatever the case, we'll just leave him unassigned. And these guys are going to get literally murdered. There's nothing they can do about it. There's literally nothing they can do about it right now. I'm going to be sending these guys into an auto-delegate. I will be commanding my archers individually, because I found that in some of the previous engagements that we've made, we haven't really done very well with the auto-delegate. So I'm just going to be commanding my own troops in that regard myself. And I'm going to be attempting to do some damage myself too. It seems like we're actually doing some pretty good damage here, surprisingly enough. Nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Did you see that? The horse literally just decided to go right in front of me as I'm shooting. Oh, well, never mind. We won that very, very handily indeed. 3.1 renown. I think we should probably be able to deal with some Chaos Raiders now. I was a bit dubious about doing it in the previous episode, but now that I've, you know, done a little bit of off-screen, I think we probably are going to be able to do it. And there you go. All right, so that's absolutely fantastic. We are looking real nice now. And I would actually like to do battle here. Thank you very much. Ooh, this is a big fight. This is a really, really big fight right here. Okay. One thing I've got to do real quick, actually, is I'm going to take off this Chaos Banner, because it doesn't fit us, and 5% melee damage, I don't really care about that. That doesn't really matter to me. Because 5% melee damage, is that actually going to help me to achieve victory in any way, shape, or form? No, probably not. In the grand scheme of things, the most likely thing that is going to cause me to fail is my strategy and tactics and so on and so forth. Those kinds of things are definitely going to make a difference. Whereas, whether I'm going to do, you know, 5% extra damage, no, that's not really going to make any difference. So let's just see what we can do here. Hopefully my forces will do a relatively decent job. Just going to do this once again, where we're going to tell our horse archers to skirmish. And let's see, where are the opponent? There they are. Okay, we did some damage. Nice. My horse archers will just be, you know, going around the opponent. I will attempt to eliminate a couple of people myself. Nice. Okay, we can only hope that this is actually going to work out. Gonna tell my infantry to charge in, which is not the best idea. Let's just say that. Oh, I missed that. I can't believe I missed. Oh, yes. I mean, I guess I can. I can kind of believe that I missed, but there you go. Oh, look, did you see that damage from the sledgehammer? You see that damage? Yes, go in there. The sledgehammer, yeah, I mean, literally, one of my favorite weapons, if not my favorite weapon at this point, which is actually hilarious, because I have so many favorite weapons. You know, very specifically, I love the long glaives, I love the bardishes, all these kinds of weapons are absolutely fantastic to use, and the sledgehammer is definitely up there right now. I'm going to get myself murdered very, very soon. Someone actually recommended that I learn... what was it? Petty heal or something? Yeah. Now, here's the thing with that. I'm going to need to, I think, if I recall correctly, because I'm a human that doesn't have any innate magical talent, I'm going to need to go to a magister and take the test. And taking the test requires me to go through a percentage skill check, and I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. It would be cool. Don't get me wrong, I think it would actually be really cool if we could make that work. But look at that, we got 14 renown for this. That was extremely well done. And as you can quite clearly tell, it is not because of my 5% melee damage. No, that is really not going to make any difference at all. Anyway, there we have it. And obviously, I'd like to play as thematically as possible. I know some people don't really want to do that. Some people just want to maximize as much as they can. And that's all very well and good. You know, if they want to maximize, then that is obviously up to them. But for me specifically, I feel like adhering a little bit more to the theme is kind of what I'm all about, you know. I've done that multiple times in a lot of other series where, in general, we're in situations where we're only using a particular kind of unit, just purely for the fact that it is thematic, you know. For example, if I'm playing as the Azurai, then of course I am going to be playing with Azurai units for the most part. And if I don't, then, well, there's going to be a reason for that. Maybe the Azurai have taken over a particular portion of Empire territory, and in which case, then of course, you have, you know, thematically, you do have access to Empire units or Empire troops. So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So in this particular mod, I think it's probably a good idea for us to adhere a little bit more to the theme, especially considering they are polar opposites, basically, you know. I mean, literally, Chaos and Empire, you know, very, very different factions. So, yeah, I'm just going to sell this. There we go. Let's go and trade, because I have a whole bunch of stuff. I think I have way too much food, actually, as well. So let me just sell all of this. There we go, sell all of that, there we are, and yeah, we've got 2 different kinds of Chaos Banners, that's very funny. And did I read this already? I think I read this already, yes? So I'm just going to sell that. And then we can get rid of some of this fish, and get rid of some of the grain, and the butter, the grapes, and there we have it. Alright, gonna gain 41,000. Okay, so now we can actually speak to the Master Engineer, and lo and behold, we're done. It's great, I have returned, but without the stolen component. Wait, why? Did I just sell? Ah. I found the thieves, but they did not have the stuff. Oh. Okay, I see. Okay, so we do have to give him the bad news. I was actually thinking to myself that I messed up by selling them or something like that. I see. This is not what I had hoped for. Were there any further clues? Did you interrogate these scoundrels? Well, one of the bandits did mention a name. Goswin, I think. Can you imagine if I had to remember that name? Blast. I should have known. If you're willing, I would ask for your assistance once more. This matter may be more dire than I originally imagined. Goswin is an engineer, good one at that, but his works always seemed wrong. Why? Can they cut bread? I don't know. If he has stolen these parts, it can only be for something heinous. I must ask that you track him down and put an end to whatever madness he is trying to concoct. Will you do this? I will, as long as it has to do with bread cutting, okay? So let's have a look. I can, as long as our bargain remains the same. I will find him for you, and in return you will allow me access to the Forges of Nuln. Yes, we have an agreement then. I believe I may know his whereabouts. I will mark it on your map for you. May Sigmar guide you stronger. Or stranger? What did he say? Stronger? Stranger? I don't know. Anyway, let's see where we actually have to go next. Alright, so... are they going to give me a marker? Are they going to give me another marker? Or is it just going to be... Ah, hello there. Goswin's part thieves. What? I was going to make a really stupid joke. Should I make the stupid joke? Yeah, okay, fine. I'm going to make the stupid joke. Why not? It's so funny how I waited for your response. Yes, I waited for your response, and I was like, should I make a stupid joke? And then I just decided, yeah, you know what? I just heard a phantom in my mind go, yeah, tell the stupid joke. All right, so they're part thieves, but what else are they part of? Or are they part thief, part beast man? You get it? You see? So you can go either way, you know, you can go either way with it. I understand what they're saying here, of course, but I found it amusing nevertheless. Anyway, let's actually go and attack them. Hello there. Hello there, sir. I didn't even read what he said. My bad. Well, whatever the case, he is obviously very much not going to be able to defeat us here. I think he's probably going to be in a situation where he's just going to get shot. He's just going to get shot by a wide variety of different things. And he is going to rue the day that he decided to cut bread with his wrong inventions, quote-unquote. We'll see what happens anyway. So, let's see. We need to do an auto-delegate with our horse archers. They are going to stay out of range, of course. And, yeah, this guy literally only has one mounted unit, so I don't think we really need to worry too much about him. It would maybe be a good idea for me to get some gunpowder skill, so I wouldn't mind actually doing that. Can I actually get to 100, please? I'd like to get a headshot. Yeah, it's going to be highly unlikely I'm going to be able to do this. Okay, well, we got to 100 at least, and we got to 75 riding skill, but yeah, I'm actually really surprised I'm not actually able to kill enemies in one hit. It feels to me like I mean, yeah, obviously, if I do damage here, I'm doing 147 damage now, but there have been many times where I've just shot them and they've not actually been killed entirely. There we go. That seems to be working quite a bit better. I'm actually surprised that they managed to make it to my forces, to be honest. But at least my fellows will be able to do something. Henrik doesn't have any one-handed skill. Have you noticed our new companion? He literally had 0 in one-handed. That is very funny. I am super surprised about that. I would have expected 100% for him to have at least a little bit. Anyway, he says, you have no idea what you're interfering with. Alright, well, I actually don't know what I'm interfering with, but I am doing it nevertheless. I am very much a busybody, am I not? I am the Empire's busybody. That's probably what I should have called myself, to be honest, instead of Bundle. You know, Woodchuck Bundle. That is hilarious. Okay, can you tell that I'm just done. I'm just done with naming, you know. There have been so many characters, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to call him Woodchuck Bundle. Yes, exactly. I should probably just, you know, I should just crowdsource it, shouldn't I? I just crowdsource it from you. I think that would probably be a fun enough idea, to be honest. Anyway, let's actually make our way over here, and Let's see if we can return to where we need to be. Yeah, so wait a minute. I have slain Oswin and retrieved the stolen components. Okay. Alright. Well, that's good enough, isn't it? I think that's good enough. Okay, so yeah, there's a Chaos Portal there. Obviously, we have actually advanced in our clan tier as well, by the way. So, that's actually pretty awesome. So that means that I am actually going to be able to now recruit additional troops. So I'm going to do a little bit of that along the way here. Well, isn't this a funny situation to be in? Yes, okay, I don't know whether you see that little icon on the right side of the screen there, but this is an offer of vassalage from Duke Theodoric from Brionne. Yes. Yes. In other words, Britannia. So, yeah, probably not going to be something I'll accept, but it was tempting. It was tempting for, you know, 0.017 seconds or something like that. I was trying to reference the thing that Data says in Star Trek Nemesis. No, not Star Trek Nemesis, Star Trek First Contact to Picard. But I was trying to reference that, but I can't remember the exact number that he says to him. But yeah, if you don't even know what I'm talking about, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just move on. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, we can just go over here and... Oh, we can maybe get some more horses. That might make sense. Wouldn't mind getting some more... actually, do I even need more carry capacity, to be honest? I don't even know. I really have no idea. I really have no idea. Okay, well, whatever the case... I do need to sell all of this stuff, I think. Okay, well... I am just very, very pleased. I'm just going to save real fast because, you know, you never know when, you know, something new happens. Maybe there's going to be a crash or something, so I don't really want to have to go and, you know, deal with Oswin again. So, yeah. Anyway, Goswin will no longer be a problem, and I have retrieved what he stole from you. I'm unsure what he was trying to do with them. Alright, so he gave me a skill in gunpowder. It matters not, it would have been something warped, no doubt. But thank you for your efforts and your discretion. As agreed upon, you may now access... our foundries and purchase from us as you please. Alright, so now look at this. Now I can buy cannons, and now I can recruit engineers, and so on and so forth. So let's actually recruit some engineers. Yeah, I actually had a really, really hard time making these things work in the past, so I'm not entirely sure how this is really going to work, but I guess we'll try it out, and we'll see what happens. I would like to get something that has more than one ammo limit. Can we actually do that? Yep, there we go. Repeater handgun. Oh, yeah. That is what I'm looking for. Thank you very much. Alright, there's a long rifle as well, but that requires insane amounts of gunpowder skill. And I'm going to just get the Empire Repeater handgun. Why are these different? Do they do more damage? No, they don't. Why are they different costs? It seems the same, so I'm just going to get the 27,000 one. I have a lot of cash right now, so what I'm going to do is... Oh, are you serious, sir? Are you serious? Come on now. Don't do this to me. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to sell all of that. Sell all of this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to purchase... let me see here. Yes, we're going to purchase... Where are the cannons? Ah, there they are. Okay, they're under all. Okay, so we can get great cannons and mortars. So we can get mortars and cannons. What do we want to get? That's the question. What do we want to get? I'm assuming that cannons are probably going to be the best. So I'm going to buy one cannon. Okay. How can I use cannons? Cannons are placed using spellcasting mode. Yeah, we know how to do that. But to fire the cannons, you need to hire at least 2 cannon crew. You also need to ensure that the cannon is in your party inventory. Engineers and cannon crew can both fire cannons. Okay, so did I actually recruit more? How can I buy cannons? To buy cannons, you must be in the service of an Imperial Elector Count. What? I've already bought cannons. Oh, okay. The amount of cannons you can field in your army increases every 50 levels in engineering skill. Okay, so wait a minute. So does that mean that I can only use 1 cannon? Now, because I only have 50. I'm going to assume that is the case. Okay, well, we did reach 100, so let's actually just take a quick look here. So, increase 50% starting ammunition for all gunpowder troops, including the player, or immediately gain +1 discipline. And gunpowder troops in your party receive +5 experience per day. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the disparity between these two perks, because one of them seems much better than the other. So I will just go for ammunition wagons, I suppose. I can always respec if it doesn't turn out to be that useful. And I will be going for nomadic traditions as well, so that we can go just that much faster. That's going to be very, very useful for us. Okay, so steward skill or leadership. I'm thinking probably steward skill right now. Yeah, probably just go for that, so that we can increase our party size ever more, which would be very, very nice indeed to do. And otherwise, we will just go for this, a halberdier. There we are. And yeah, we are looking real nice now. Okay, so we have cannons. As you can see, we have cannons. And wait a minute. I actually need to have a look at the engineers, don't I? So we have 6 engineers. That should be enough, right? Right? I don't know. That's the thing. As I say, I had some really, really big issues actually using cannons beforehand when I was playing this in the previous version. So, you know, over a year ago, I played this, and I was having really, really big issues. So let me actually just see here. So place. Okay, so it actually does not work. I'm pressing Q right now, and it is not working, as you can see. Maybe I need to get off my mount? No. That is also not working. I'm selecting my melee weapon. That also doesn't seem to be making any difference. Okay, that's really weird. Maybe the engineers are not on the battlefield? No, 6 of them were actually on the battlefield, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Maybe I do need to become a vassal. That's the thing. Maybe I need to become a vassal, because he does say that to use cannons, you need to be in the service of an elector count. And I suppose that makes sense, right? I think that makes sense. So let's actually just go and speak to Emmanuel here. Hopefully she will be able to give us something. Hello there. Can I enter your service? Yes, there we go. Okay, yeah. Let's do it. Fantastic. There we are. We are now a vassal. She's giving me 247 troops. I guess I'm going to be making these 2 into parties, right? I guess that's what I'm going to do. Experienced artillery crew. Ooh, veteran artillery. Thank you. Yes. I'm going to take a bunch of these. Yes. Yeah, let's take all of those. Thank you very much. And then we're just going to have to swap over a bunch. Oh, they've got some insane troops that they're giving me right now. Look at these insane troops. Okay, so this is where... oh, no. This is where things get very, very tricky for me, because I'm now going to have to do a lot of, you know, swapping around and annoying stuff like this. So what I'd like to do is utilize these. Let's get these guys, Oh, wow, yeah. These are just so incredibly good. Oh, my. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to get rid of this fellow and this one. And there we have it. That is all I can really do. So we're just going to take the rest. She's giving me a sword, which is all right. And there we go. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at him. He's hilarious. He looks funny. He looks funny as hell. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so Bundle joined Wissenland. And hopefully we will be able to do a pretty good job here. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, now that we can actually form armies, this is going to be really important for us. So I'm actually going to make Ragan, the engineer, into a party. I think that makes the most sense, right? I think that makes the most sense. And we should probably do something around about... this guy's not really going to have a huge amount, is he? No, he's really not. Okay, we're going to have to do something like this. The highest tier of unit needs to be given over here. Alright, so I've sorted out the parties, and they're going to be joining my army in just a second. I don't know whether they have enough to actually sustain in terms of their actual party sizes. I don't think they do, which is going to mean that they actually don't have the ability to field them. As you can see right here, they don't. But I couldn't do anything about this, basically. I couldn't do anything about this. As you can see, I only have 109 capacity myself. They have 71 and 66, and I've tried to give them as best a chance as possible. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. We've become a vassal, and we are actually at war against the Order of the Blood Dragons. I can't believe that. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.